Alright, so disabled the integration with Lightstream. I left my streaming bitrate the same. So I'm not sure if Merc is still around. It's late for him too. I'm sure he went ahead and hit the hay. That's definitely what I would have done. So it's good that he gave me that warning. So I only have about like 10 more minutes to play. Technically, this will be another episode of the Master Plan narratives. This is episode number 303. It's a follow-on to an unfortunate freezing of my live stream. Really not super happy with. Yeah, I don't want to do that. Really not super happy with the Lightstream integration, just because it clearly has a negative impact on what bitrate you can stream at, and I'm more interested in streaming high bitrate content so that the video quality comes out really good. May require some rethinking, I don't know. I guess next time around I would probably drop the bitrate down, because again I'm still exploring kind of what Lightstream's capabilities are. Now, did I not? So I haven't ended this turn yet, right? That's the deal. This is always the part that I'm always nervous about, is when you let the computer take your turn, because all these little movements start spuriously moving all over the screen, and you're like, I don't know exactly what these guys are doing. Yeah, you never know when you're about to be attacked. Okay, so negative cash flow. Not good. Built a bunch of stuff. Trained a bunch of units. 5 new units this turn. 68 Germania. I don't think that really concerns me. So let's go ahead and move the arm. Let's get into the habit of starting to move my navy first. Blockade the docks here. Syracuse might be one of the last. It's unfortunate. It looks like possibly the last two cities within the Greek Empire might be Sparta and Syracuse, and they're entirely separated by a not small ocean. But they still have naval units at sea. That's what's making me a little nervous. And maybe there's a bunch of Greeks over here. Yeah, looks like that might be the case. Okay, so now.
Yes, Master.
A spy can be killed when trying to carry out a mission. If the mission succeeds, though, the spy may gain...
Thanks. Right, so this is the most vital move.
Watching and waiting.
I'd started to convince myself that he couldn't get down here due to territorial boundaries. I know there are some games where... Okay, 40% chance to open the gates. Great. Garrison is small. No general. Seriously? In the capital? Highly skilled spy in place.
Fleet ready!
Let us go ahead and disembark.
Aye, aye, Captain! Disembark!
Now again, my big concern is that Isocrates is over here. Getting ready to conduct an amphibious landing, so I want to make sure I squash that.
Victory!
He is now has some additional capability.
Sir!
I guess there's nothing left to do but to do this thing, right?
Prepare for battle!
One thing is, this is going to be Cassius's first major military.
Besieging settlement, sir!
Gates are open, so I'm not going to spend any time building siege weapons. Let's go ahead and start the assault. Whoa, 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 what is this? How is his army of 82 men with Captain Mayon stronger? Now, I wonder if that's because Cassius isn't a great general. I think he's going to have to prove that. So like I said, I haven't talked about the hardware. You'll want to go over to my YouTube channel, Rounding Off Infinity, and check out what my streaming setup is for this week.
Do not fear these over-nice Greeks. They have come to fight.
Over on Rounding Off Infinity, you'll look for a recent episode called The Streamer's Cookbook.
And I promise a double portion of hay to the bravest horse in the field.
But just to quickly talk about the components that are in play. Now, the actual setup that I'm using is slightly different than what I went over on the Streamer's Cookbook, but episode number 301. But I am still using the Hauppauge HD PVR rocket, and then for voiceover commentary, I'm using the Plantronics Rig Flex, routed through my Behringer Xenix 302 USB mixer. And in-game audio, that's one of the shifts I've made from the original setup that I was using earlier this week. I'm just listening to the sound coming out through the open air on the speakers on my monitor. So that's one of the options you can take. Usually I talk about doing something with the audio to get it into a pair of headphones and get it out of the open air so that it doesn't bleed over into an open air mic. In this case, this is a boom microphone connected to a headset. There's no open air mic, so it's fine for the music to play. The boom microphones are typically have great noise canceling on them and whatnot, and so the only question really remaining is where am I gonna... So I'm actually gonna keep the general here. And it is this group. I'm gonna make group 2. Actually, I think I could send... so in the permissible deployment... This is a big... This is big. I think I'm going to send him over here. And have him come in from the east. And these remaining guys, they'll be control group 2, and they will start here. Let's go ahead and approach the walls. Oh, I need to do something about a formation for them, right? So 3-line.
This formation is best used when your infantry are weaker than the enemy's. Cavalry units form the first line, so they are not hindered by your infantry and can sweep away.
Okay. What? No, yeah. Okay. So that's a quicker way to slew the camera. Go ahead and have them march here. Rise into a column.
This formation is best used when setting a bridge.
That's kind of exactly what I'm doing. Why are they not? Oh, because when you change a formation, they always come to a stop. Okay, so this is one of those things where I should be in bed now, but... But there's no way to pause or save the game at this point, so you just kind of have to gut it out. Now, they look like they've just all amassed and fallen back to the town square. And I think that's because they've recognized that they're just way outnumbered and outgunned. It looks like I kind of have a clear run to the town square. Now, this is also the result of... right, them not having a lot of units.
Great gods! Our soldiers have done well this day. The walls are taken!
Let's not get too cocky. You guys have basically crushed the street. So it's going to take a while to get everybody inside the gate. Really kind of need to give consideration for where I go once inside the walls. It would be nice to try and reroute people around a very unique way, but this game isn't really great about alternate, pathing. Probably the best that I'm going to get is the fact that these guys can come up through this corridor. While my other group comes up this way. So in both cases, for both of these units, I have cavalry units at the head. Man, is this video frozen again? I would hope and expect not. Okay. So hopefully the stream is staying up. Now, one of the things I have to consider this group, they're going to hit this point where they can attack sooner than the other. But because it's my general, I am going to have them go ahead and move into the town square and engage. But by the same token, I also don't want the general to wait too long, because I don't want the other troops to have a lot of time to become demoralized and potentially be routed, because the general's not there yet. But I do believe this group of cavalry is going to be in position and will attack before Cassius gets there. Oh, man. No, you don't. Come on, Cassius, where are you? Go ahead and attack these guys from the rear, so to speak. Yeah, boom! You guys got housed. Good. Okay, here we go. Now the tide of battle is turning. Don't let the general get killed.
Your general's nerve has broken, and he is fleeing from the enemy!
No, no, no! Blast you, Cassius. What? No! No! That's not happening! Blasted Spartans. Unbelievable. Oh, now they're coming back. They're just a bunch of hoplites. Great. I've been handed my first loss. But I assure you, Spartans, you will pay. You just answered my question about whether or not I'm going to leave my top general camped out in some town being a governor. He will be coming for you all. Unbelievable. Straight up 300. They turn white already? They just turn white just from seeing the Spartans. I guess I should have heeded that that the computer was telling me the right thing, right? That you weren't going to defeat these guys. I am now kind of forcing them to fight a war of attrition and just see if by some miracle I will pull this thing back out. I don't get it. Are these just like elite troops? They have 14 spearmen.
Roman arms have not been enough for victory. The Senate will weep over the needless dead.
Great. 190 men lost. To a dude who is not even a general. That's frustrating.
The siege is broken. Out of move, sir.
So I'm really kind of... Okay, no, everything's working. The stream has been very wonky tonight. So do those troops fall back? And, yeah. Just in total disgrace. He actually still has, like, a decent army at his disposal. And they have 44 units now. Okay, but I gotta think this through. First of all, let me get a save. In fact, yeah, I'm just gonna hold up here, because in my effort to get revenge, I'd probably wind up playing all night. So thanks a lot so much for joining in. For anybody who happened to swing by and check out the live stream. And if you're checking out the archive version of this on Rounding Off Infinity, thanks so much to you as well. Please feel free to like and subscribe to this video and subscribe to the channel. My good friend Mercenary8, thanks so much for joining in earlier tonight, and thanks for the subscribe. I will definitely subscribe back. So, that's going to do it for me. Once again, my name is Basically Stamus from GearWorks.com and the E2KG Network podcasting channel on YouTube. Thanks again. You guys are always great. Good night and take care. I'm out. And I should mention, for the people watching this on YouTube, so next up for me is, I'm going to continue to dive deep. I'm loving playing this Imperial campaign in Total War, but my next segment, I won't be doing live streams, I'll be doing local game captures, so I won't be on live, but I will pre-record some of my next couple hours of gameplay, and that will just go up straight on my YouTube channel. So thanks again for joining in, everybody. Okay, so I was muted for that segment. What I was trying to say is, for the people who are watching this on my YouTube channel, well, and for people watching on Mixer as well, if you're watching the VOD. So next up for me, I'm going to continue diving deep on the Rome Total War Imperial campaign. I'm loving playing this and managing my family tree and figuring out how I'm going to punish Cassius for handing us our first loss, and probably sortying the great General Amulius out from Thermon, and maybe making Cassius go there and be the governor. But what's up next for me is like I said, I'm going to continue campaigning in Rome Total War, but I'm going to be doing that as a local game capture, so I won't be on live, but I will, of course, post that video. Those videos will go up. The next 2 episodes of the Master Plan narratives will go up directly on my YouTube channel. So thanks again, everybody, for joining in. I always try and make sure everybody knows what I'm planning on doing next from a gaming perspective and when you should look for more content. So thanks again for joining in. I'm out.